Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the latest edition of FranCoach's Franchising 101 webinar series. Today, we are excited to have another Franchisor Spotlight, and the franchise we are going to learn more about today is the Exercise Coach. Joining us from the Exercise Coach is our good friend, Donna Grant. Donna, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tim. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
We are we're excited to help everybody learn a little bit more about how fantastic the Exercise Coach is. We have just a whole bunch of questions for you, but first we want to make sure we properly introduce ourselves. So it's time for the shameless plug of FranCoach and who we are. And to start with, we are a national search firm dedicated to working with individuals interested in possibly owning a franchise. We're going to go through a handful of steps, but we're going to mainly build out each individual's their perfect business model and owner role that's going to align with their skills, desired lifestyle, personal and professional goals. We're then going to do the research among our 500 or so franchisor partners to find the absolute best fit, match them with those franchises, connect them with their leadership teams, and then assist through a very thorough vetting process. Two goals we take folks through. Goal number one is simply to educate clients enough to determine if franchise ownership is the right path. It may not be, it is not for everyone. But if it is, goal number two is to help find the best franchise for each individual to own. And believe it or not, that's actually the easy part. And best of all, there is never any fee for our service. So that is, it's a little bit about us. Donna, tell us, again, we got a bunch of questions for you, but just very, I guess, high level, tell us a little bit about the Exercise Coach.
Yeah, great. I'd be very, very happy to share some information about the Exercise Coach, Tim. So thanks for that introduction and you're interested to learn more about it. So the Exercise Coach, it's a very unique boutique fitness brand. It is a one-on-one personalized training that's conducted on a computerized equipment, as you can see there. It is a science-based, 20-minute, twice-a-week workout. Yes, I did say 20-minute, twice-a-week workout. It's customized to achieve the individual's health goals. And we target the 50 and over who are really underserved in this fitness industry. I mean, you have so many boutique fitness companies out there, but this really makes it special and unique because no one out there is really targeting the niche market that we are, the 50 and over, who really want to stay healthier longer, and they're the baby boomer generation. They're the busy professionals, and they're focused now more on the health and fitness and lifestyles. They approach their retirement years and beyond, and they hold about 20% of the disposable income in the U.S. So you really need to try this experience to really experience the experience on working on this type of equipment and the results that you really achieve from the Exerbotics equipment.
So let's back up here for a second. Did you say twice a week for 20 minutes?
I did. It's phenomenal. It's a science-based workout, Tim. It's a strengthening type of workout. It involves concentric and eccentric loading of the muscles, and time's really irrelevant when it comes to working out. It's more about fatiguing the muscles, and that's what makes this equipment, which is known as Exerbotics, very unique in this brand. It does exactly what I said. It fatigues the muscles, and it strengthens the muscles, so you really get excellent results in 20 minutes, twice a week. You heard me right.
Wow. Okay. Just making sure I was actually, I'm officially in that 50 plus, even though I'm in denial about that. I'm in that bracket now, and it's very, very different, probably more effective than my workout plan of just chasing my 6-year-old around. So this sounds like a little bit better. Maybe not quite as exciting, but certainly better from that standpoint. So. There are so many things out there in the boutique fitness market because, again, we are, I think, as a society, trying to be more cognizant of what we put into our body and how we take care of it. But you are targeting a demographic that's really not being targeted by anybody else in this industry. Is that correct?
You're absolutely correct. I mean, you look at all the other brands that are out there, and they are targeting a very younger demographics, and some of those workouts are just, I mean, I'm in that demographics too, Tim, is that you just can't work out in those. I mean, they're more of a cardio workout when you look at that compared to the exercise coach. They're more about cardio, and if it's a spin class, or if it's a yoga class, or if it's a Pilates class, or if it's just an overall kind of group class that you're involved in, their main focus is more on cardio. And as we age, we need to focus more on a strengthening type of exercise. You know, there's so many individuals that maybe have some bone density problems, or how back or neck injuries. They can't do that type of workout, and yet they still want to stay fit and be able to stay healthier. So this is the answer. I mean, this really is captivating an audience that is so underserved, and it's a very unique brand, very exclusive brand. So if you can't tell, I'm very passionate about it, and I love working out on the equipment because, like you, I'm not into the big box and not knowing what my results are, and maybe going in there for an hour. But with Exerbotics, I mean, it's a totally different experience. So Tim, you need to come and experience it.
I will have to do so very, very soon, and you may talk me into having one of these on my own. So we'll see. So
there you go.
you talked about this a little bit, right? So I always like to hear from our franchise partners some of the real differentiators, and obviously the demographics and is just completely underserved, right? And so then you mentioned the equipment. Talk to us a little bit about the equipment and kind of what's some of the science behind that.
Sure. Well, the equipment is number one. It is the secret sauce. Only those owners of the exercise coach have the exclusivity to owning the Exerbotics equipment. So it is a high-tech fitness equipment platform, and it's owned by the franchisor. So they created an affiliate company whereby no one else other than those who own the exercise coach can have and own the Exerbotics equipment. So that's number one, but there's many more differentiators, Tim. So let me kind of go through each one of them, actually. You know, all the clients' results, and I mentioned this earlier, they're tracked in real time, leading to a very proven fitness results in just 4 weeks. So unlike some of the conventional gyms, when you go in and you don't know if you've done worse or better than your previous workout, this actually gives you a printout of what your results are from their previous weeks, and keeps benchmarking it and monitoring how you've improved and what you can do to achieve your goals. Another key differentiator, it's a low initial investment and real estate costs, approximately $200,000, which includes your franchise fee, working capital, and your lease to open an exercise coach franchise. The rent is a lot lower because the model is in a suite model. So it's located in a high-rise building or a medical office building with square footage between 800 to 1,500 square feet. So your average cost, even to just look at a lease, is probably around $2,200 a month. Then we have real-time help desk for any questions or anything you may have about the software as you're working on the equipment. But the other thing that's really key in this brand, Tim, and it's the staffing. And you know how important that is when anyone's looking to own a franchise, is how many people do you need to hire, and, you know, what does the staffing look like? So with Exercise Coach, it's a very simple staffing and operating model with only 2 full-time employees to start. They don't need any specialized, or they don't need to have any type of exercise science background or nutritional background. They really just need to have great customer service. They need to have someone that when you have a member coming in, that you can greet, smile, engage, and keep them motivated to continue with the program and keep on the equipment as they're experiencing those results. So it's a very simple way of starting a franchise with very low staffing requirements. And then the other benefit to owning this franchise is there's virtually no inventory. I mean, unlike some of the brands out there, you don't have to track or maintain any type of inventory. I mean, we do offer protein bars and protein snacks, but It's very minimal, and it's nothing that you have to be concerned about as an owner of a franchise to make sure that you're maintaining a certain inventory level. And then your primary focus really as an owner, as a franchisee, is just tracking your conversion rates. I mean, we're handling all the marketing, we're helping generating leads, and so your role is really converting those leads to paying members and leading a team very effectively. So there's several others, differentiators, Tim, but those are really the primary ones that everyone really gets excited about when they want to look at owning an exercise coach.
Well, and understandable, and I'm gonna back up here a couple of slides, and just what it says here: low cost, simple, strong returns, right? And again, what the heck else do you need to know besides that, right? And you talked about the cost with the lease, the overhead, the staffing, and again that membership model, because I'm going to guess your members, they are in a comfortable, safe environment. They're getting basically kind of that instructor led. They're getting real time results. They're being able to track their improvement. They're probably going to be staying there for a long time, as members, and then they're going to have some friends and family are going to take a look and go, oh my gosh, what have you been doing? Well,
absolutely.
Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been going to the exercise coach.
Absolutely, Tim. And I just on the slide that you're on there now, this the who, what, and how. I mean, it's very, very simple here. Again, we're targeting those busy professionals, because you think about it. I mean, there's a lot of people that are 50 and over, but there could be individuals that may be 40, 45, and they're traveling a lot. And how are they going to get a workout in? So it's not only the 50 and over that you have to be of that demographic. So again, that's who we're targeting, but there's several of our members who are in their 40, 45, they're traveling and they're wanting to get a workout. So it's the busy professionals, the baby boomers, the active retirees, the highly dissatisfied with their current fitness industry and their fitness program. They don't want to go and hurt themselves or get on the equipment that they're banging their head as they're getting in it, or pulling a muscle as a result of it. And then the what. I mean, this is a very customized personal training. As I mentioned, it's a science-based measurement, and it's proven. There's a lot of statistics that we show our members, as well as our franchise owners, as what the results are from working out on this type of equipment. And then again, the small footprint to maximize your results. I mean, 800 to 1,500 square feet is very small, but then you can maximize your results in your returns. And again, people are just so surprised when they hear 20-minute workout twice a week. There's no way. I've got to learn more about it. So just even the program itself is very encouraging for people to come and try it out. We offer 2 free consultations to come in and try out the equipment. And when people come in and try out the equipment, they're sold. They feel the fatigue of their muscles. They feel the results. So the appointments are based on one-on-one coaching sessions, and again, it's fueled by the Exerbotics. It's a proprietary fitness technology platform.
The fact that you have the 2 free sessions to me really speaks to the confidence, right? That you know that people will come in for the 2 freebies, that they're going to be impressed enough with just two workouts, and I know we've had a couple of our FranCoach clients that have been to Discovery Day for the exercise coach. They've gone through the workouts, and both couples, all four of them, said the same thing. They're like, wow, we could not believe the workout. We could feel it. We could feel it the next day. And that's when you're trying to get yourself in shape or make those improvements. That's a good sign. It tells you that you're really going in the right direction. So that's absolutely fantastic.
I call it the aha moment, Tim. The aha moment. And guys, I mean, big guys who work out and they kind of get there and like, okay, I'm not going to feel anything. And they get on the equipment and their legs are shaking and they're trying to even walk. They're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that this can have this effect, but it's just great. So yeah.
That's awesome. So talk to us then a little bit about what you look for in an owner.
Well, we have the 2. There's 2: the owner operator or the semi-absentee. So the owner operator, someone who's really maybe is wants to get into the business, work the business, and looking for 30 to 50 hours a week. And then we have the semi-absentee owner. Those may be 10 to 20 hours a week that are just overseeing the marketing, the financial systems, the weekly staff coaches, and tracking the KPIs. We have some awesome software that shows you real-time conversion rates, and it's a whole KPI that's standard across the system that you know what's going on in your business, even though you're not in your business. So we really look for, we have those two profiles that meet any of the franchise owners looking to own a franchise, either being involved in the business or else really being in a semi-absentee. So we're really looking for people who want to make a difference in life and helping those become healthier and living a longer life. A few other things that we look for is someone who's really passionate. You know, they want to motivate, they want to lead, and they want to develop a very small team. It's not as though you need 13 or 14, 15 people, but you can lead a very small team. And then we're also looking for those owners that are self-driven. You know, someone who's very interested in being successful in a business with very strong results in the financial rewards of owning their own business and their own destiny and the flexibility that they have in being an owner. And just the whole inspiration of being an entrepreneur is just so exciting in itself. So as I mentioned, we have those two profiles of owner-operators, semi-absentees, which makes it very attractive for anyone who's never really owned a business before, that they can look at both of these options and see which one really fits best for their needs and their family and their lifestyle that they want to make for their own.
That's awesome. The fact you have both of those, and I think most people that have at least I guess kind of a mild understanding of franchise ownership kind of assume it's owner operator, right? But the semi-absentee model, I just feel like it is becoming more and more attractive, especially for the folks that, you know, maybe they're still in the corporate world and they're sick of it because, you know, it's the corporate world, right?
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can, there's only so much you can do and so far up the ladder you can go before you realize kind of, what the heck am I doing working all these hours for somebody else, right? And so
right.
that semi-absentee model, and I know for a lot of our clients that are still in that situation, it's a great opportunity to start a business. And with something like the exercise coach, the low overhead, there's not a lot of moving parts to it. And the one thing you've not talked about, and I know from all of our workings with the exercise coach, oh my gosh, what a fantastic leadership team. The infrastructure, the support is fantastic. So it gives that semi-absentee owner, like you talk about with the dashboard, the ability to start that business and then expand. I know a lot of your owners have multi-units, and then it really gives them that ultimate escape plan from the corporate world, managing multiple of these. So that semi-absentee, I don't think is a little more kind of a hidden gem in the franchising world, and the fact that you guys have all of those things in place for that model is just fantastic. So that's great.
Yes, it really is. And I mean, we have some owners that, you know, are married, just having babies and starting these franchise units, which really just they're very excited about doing, and you're very capable of doing it. To your point, just the support. I mean, the owners, Brian and Jerry Ann Sagan and Brad Bundy, the COO, and the other support team that they have in place, and the systems and the processes they have in place, you know, they have the secret sauce, they have the recipe, they have the support. So it's really for those individuals who just want to take that step out, own their own business, own their own destiny, knowing that this has been a success. They've been doing this since 2000, been very, very successful, and they want everyone to be successful. And the way that they can allow everyone to be successful is just give them the recipe. Give them the recipe, support them to help them along the way to be just as successful as they have been in this business, and sharing that success. I mean, it is a great culture, great support, and it's just a great brand to really have anyone who's looking, like you said, to get out of corporate America, or just to even have a plan of starting something as a semi-absentee until they get out of corporate America and then transition into becoming more involved in the business. But yeah, we're happy that we have these two profiles of ownership that we can offer.
So Donna, this all sounds fantastic, but now I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, you're probably sold out everywhere, and there's like 2 locations in the U.S. left. Do we still have a lot of availability around the country for people that might be interested in this?
We do, Tim, we do. And we work very closely with our candidates to make sure that the market demographics that we're looking at is very rich in the demographics that we're looking at. And we work side by side with them to help them. So, yeah, there are a number of areas that are still open, and we'd be very anxious to work with you again. You're exceptional to work with. We love all of the details that you're involved with and working with your candidates. And we'd love to share some of those opportunities in the areas that still are available.
Awesome, fantastic. So, what do we miss? Anything else you would want people to know about the exercise coach?
Yeah, Tim, there are a few things. I mean, I want to respect the time here, but there are a few more things, if I may, just share more about the brand. The brand really appeals, like we mentioned, about the owners or semi-absentee owners, but what we haven't talked too much about is about the marketing. You know, about we have a very, very strong pre-opening and ongoing marketing system, very strategic in nature, working with publicists and digital marketing and direct print marketing. So we generate a sizable amount of leads that are coming in to the franchise units so that they are working on converting those members and really don't have to worry too much about the marketing effort. So that's huge to have that type of support and have that system in place that's helping in generating those leads that you really don't have to worry too much about. But the lead flow and the sales volume are just phenomenal in the first 60 to 90 days. And then, you know, we have about KPI, several software programs, platforms that really help in working with the franchise owners with, you know, working their business, working their CRM system, KPIs, tracking the software, allowing them to track their business remotely. And then last, I'll just share, you know, you mentioned it too, we're growing. We've opened over 90 territories that have been awarded in the last 12 months. So there are some good territories still left. I suggest that anyone who may be listening to the podcast to reach out to you, Tim, because you know a lot about the exercise coach, and I'd be happy to even share even more details about the exercise coach to get them more involved in the brand.
Outstanding. Yeah, no, we're there's no hiding the fact we're huge fans, and we've had a couple of folks here recently that are you know, and hey, I'll plug them, right? You know, first part of the year, if you're in Kansas City, Kansas, or Memphis, Tennessee, right? We got some good exercise coach locations popping up, so they can tip me for that later, right? So, no, this has been awesome, and again, just a fantastic opportunity for folks, and again, you guys are just, I think, just absolutely killing the fitness market in a demographic that's just basically being ignored. And again, we just got to continue to help keep the word out. And Donna, I can't thank you enough for joining us today and talking a little bit about the exercise coach. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're very welcome, Tim. It's been my pleasure, and thank you again.
No, thanks. And hopefully this will help enlighten those interested in franchise ownership to some of the amazing possibilities that are out there that maybe you don't know much about, absolutely, like the exercise coach. So if you'd like to learn more about becoming a franchise owner for the exercise coach or any of our 500 plus brands we're partnered with, let's schedule a brief introductory call to learn a little bit more. Here's all our fun info, our phone number, email address, and then follow us on social media. We promise to like all your cat pictures and everything else that you have got on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you got a MySpace, heck, we'll create one just for that. So again, thanks so much for joining us today, Donna, and everybody else tuning in. And we hope that there's any interest in this, that you'll please reach out, take that first step today to help create your better tomorrow. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and we look forward to connecting soon. Have a great day.